Good morning Instagram, good morning YouTube, good morning Twitter. How's everybody feeling today? Today is the 3rd of August. Today we've already had unemployment claims done, and at this point we are now moving into ISM Services Purchase Managers Index. Really being patient within this range, honestly, with it being high volatility news being in factor. I'm not trying to take any buy positions necessarily on support. I'm looking for a price to at least break 1938. I'm going to go ahead and get everything written down on my trading view so everything's a little bit more clear. But until then, that's what's going to be happening today. Obviously, prices gave a clear form of support with a nice range wick to give us that idea that price does want to move back and retrace towards 1938. In this case, I'm being relatively safe knowing that we do have high volatility news within session. It could push up, but at the end of the day, it did at least push back down to a certain resistance, or excuse me, support. It held that support. At this point, we're trading up. I would like to see it fully break a candle close past 1938.64 to give us that clean push all the way, I would say, until about a take profit. A first take profit will be about 1945.49. Overall take profit would be obviously the entire move at 1954. But before we get greedy, I want to make the overall take profit at a more realistic overall take profit, 1953, right at that first liquidity wick on that bearish candle at that resistance at 1953.30. Yep. Hey, what's going on, Lim? Holy shit. Lim, it's good to hear from you, bro. It's been a very long time. What's going on, man? Really good to see you, bro. You know, just another day, another dollar, trying to make it happen. We're gonna see where it goes for today. But definitely could be a very high possibility for tomorrow we could be dumping down. We got NFP, like you said, and we also got unemployment rates. We got those two together, man. It's gonna most likely end up dumping. Let's take a look at our higher time frames, because that's one thing I haven't done at this moment. Definitely want to be making sure I'm looking at all time frames at this moment. Price is respecting support and moving up at this point. Obviously, we are taking no buy positions up until we do reach and close past 1938 for a scalp, moving towards 1945 as a first take profit, and then on. So I like the fact we got really clean traffic here to the left. Alrighty, and in this case here, some people may ask, why wouldn't I put my yellow bar here at 1940, being that there is a previous support at that range. We have such a clean dump to this side that we have a lot of clean traffic, a lot of good move here. If we were able to get a bullish candle close above this resistance, above all this range and consolidation, all this built liquidity, we can eventually push past. This is the most, I guess you could say, the most recent support that was formed, and price rejected here at 1945. It's the most recent one. Yes sir. Hey man, that sounds great. Lem, thank you so much for tapping in, man. And everything, same likewise, buddy. I got my prayers to everybody that got a lot of love for me, and I got all nothing but good inspirations from everybody. So, you take it easy, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you just coming by to comment down. Have a great day at work at the gig, and yeah, man, just enjoy yourself, bro. And feel free to always update that Discord at any moment. I may entertain the idea of getting into an impulsive entry, understanding we do got relative high volatility news coming in here. If we're able to break past a certain wick, it would be the highest wick within the range. Dinesh, no, I have not entered a trade at the moment. And also, Dinesh, it's great to see you, buddy. It's not what I wanted to do. All right, so the daily is bullish. We had a 4 hour that was bearish, but it was a very weak bearish, so that was kind of interesting to see. I have seen 4 hours flip, but I would like to see how much pips this is. Generally about a daily candle for gold. It's not surprising to go put like 200 pips, so I kind of want to see how much more wiggle room we got today. So we got plenty of wiggle room. We have about 100 pips for sure, I would imagine. Close to that, maybe. Can't predict the future, but it's generally a good guess. So I feel pretty good we could easily retest at least this level here. This daily level, this daily support. I feel as if this wick is going to play a factor relatively, but I do got this already marked on the lower time frame. I could mark the. I'm debating if I mark this or the daily support. This price still did touch down here, it did reject right here, so it could be a strong zone, especially being on the dailies. It could affect the lower time frame quite heavily. So I just want to make sure and make the best decision. But it's all about patience though. I've yet to see it go anywhere near my favorite prices right now. Relatively closing bearish. So we do got a 4 hour though that is bearish at the moment. It's like we got relatively clean traffic to the bottom side, but honestly, to the downside, it's not really so much. It's kind of choppy price action here. So I'd like to see basically how price is going to move here. Got 13 minutes until this candle closes. And I may not even take a trade today, only because it'd be better to learn from this situation too. Like, especially if it starts trading bearish, I just don't know if I like so much the price action to the downside. Our 4 hour is bullish, but I have seen in the past where 4 hours flipped on me quite quickly, especially when the daily's, I guess the daily at this point now is bearish. Very interesting. So just gotta keep your mind open to other ideas. Don't marry one analysis. Well, Dinesh, that's a good question. Honestly, for me, I just looking to take 1 to 2 trades every day and do 1.5 to 3% risk daily. In regards to that money, I try really not to think about the money aspect right now. I think about more as it as a percentage. So that being said, I'm just trying to really focus on my consistency. And lately, in the past couple weeks, my consistency has been off. And, you know, it's a part of the process. And that's why I'm here, you know, as an amateur trader, coming on just to kind of show what really goes down and how it really be. And being transparent as possible. You know, there's nothing I'm showing that's nothing, no hiding, nothing like that. And just trying to just take 1 to 2 trades a day and see where that takes me. You know, 1.5% each day, you know, each trade. So by the dollar, that kind of would vary, but obviously I'd be striving for the higher amount, and I just got focused on the consistency first. You know, part of me will relatively, because I don't really see no impulsive entries I'd like to take for a sell, honestly. So far, that's what I'm seeing now. Obviously, if I take a loss or anything like that, that's when you can always revise and see what may have went down. But as of right now, taking a sell to me, I'd rather be cautious about it as of right now. Yes, sir. That's not bad at all, honestly. That's very good. You know, that's a realistic thing. That's realistic. Right, 100%. I get what you're talking about. Yeah, 2% to 4%, especially minimum. That's great, man. You know. It just makes you always stay in the game. You know, makes you like you wouldn't have a $50,000 account and risk like half of it on a trade, especially when 2 or 4% makes you quite enough in one day at that point. So yeah, that's smart, bro. Very, very good. With the news coming in so strong, I feel like in a high volatility time now, it may or not be super high volatility because we also have news tomorrow. So I don't know how this is gonna really pan out. Obviously, that's why I'm trying to learn right now. But regardless, I'm gonna test the idea and understand that I believe that in this moment, I need to get myself ready for a possible impulse of entry due to the volatility that's gonna come in here at 9 o'clock. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's exactly why. Yeah. Continued bearish movement. Exactly. I can see that happening. Because obviously you're right. I could definitely see that. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And right now, it's very much so closing like that. Because, yeah, there's bearish momentum in the 4 hour and the daily. And Golden, it's great to see you, man. Great to see you. How much did this daily move? Got about 200 pips. 218 pips. So that yesterday had 218 pip move. Alright, next, see where we go to the downside here. Oh, we could also hit 1912 here. For sure, that's about 200 pips. I mean, obviously it's 250 pips, but oh yeah. Yeah, at this point, we're starting to close super bearish at this point. On the 30-minute especially. But these, the 4 hour and daily obviously clearly speak that to us. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this out right here especially. This is a good zone. See what that looks like on the 4 hour. Okay, so more recent take profit we could do somewhere. Now at this point, before I would ever get into it, the only impulsive entry I may see would be something like past 1929.59, but I'll just be careful with that. With the bearish momentum, it's like, with the bearish momentum and all the volatility, it's like, I don't know if I should be too worried about that though. Because I have seen where obviously that the consolidation to the left didn't give a shit whenever high volatility news was in, just blew right past it. So definitely, you know, got to stay fluid in the markets, and a good reminder from Golden as well with the bearish momentum, especially knowing that we got that 4 hour and daily being so bearish. For me, I'm honestly just probably gonna save my capital for the impulsive entry. I'll probably just put a paper trade down, just to put the little thing up on TradingView, just to see, you know, what would happen. It wouldn't be me actually being in a position, and you guys would know that. And if I'm in a position, you'll see the pip counter here from Magic Keys up on the top right. But if there's nothing like that on there, obviously I'm not in a trade. Spread's looking good. All right, this is about to be very interesting. We got 6 seconds left until this news is in play. I guess now that we're bullish at this point, obviously we have bearish momentum, so I'd like to see what happens. I'm just getting myself ready because I don't have buy stops or sell stops set up, and honestly I gotta work on that. I gotta get it to where I do have that set up. But we do gotta keep in mind this could easily flip at any moment. This bullish candle, if it doesn't break past 1939.11, then that wouldn't be a good entry. Yeah, now this could flip at any moment. It's just about patience at this point. Exactly. Exactly. This could easily be a liquidity grab. especially with those higher time frames being enabled or bearish. Knowing that this first half of the candle, especially it pushing off so strong, sometimes it's just an easy fake out. I do have my parameters up so I could switch them at any moment. I'll just pretty sure there's a way actually I could actually just switch it. But to be honest, right now is not the time to test that shit out. Yeah, that daily's bearish. This could be a nice liquidity grab for that daily bearish push to the downside towards 1921. That'd be a nice wick fill. So I could easily see that being the case. Shit, might not even take a trade. Just gonna be chilling. It's interesting to see what this 15-minute will do. I wonder if the 15-minute will just respect the resistance. Because this 30 minutes already pulled up quite a bit. But how much this is pulled up? I wonder if the dailies, yeah, I wonder if the dailies even, bearish. We do got bearish momentum from those two past candles. But is it starting to respect this little area right here with all these rejections in this price zone? This is a weird area. There's a lot of liquidity in this area too, so it could be a reason why we're flipping at the moment. this has been quite boring. I mean, still just within the range. Definitely don't want to take any type of trades within this. Just because the candle's bullish right now, it really means nothing. It's got to break key levels. We should be good as long as we respect 1938, 3 pips above 30-minute highs. I like it. Man, I do not like this one, bro. Change up the music. Yeah, 100%, bro. Let's just see how this pans out, bro. This is just chilling right now. We're chilling, bro. The whole time that's I thought you would talk. It's funny how just by you saying mate in the text, I thought he was from the UK. Oh, it's still funny to me to this day. Ooh, at this point I'm ready for this candle to flip. Shout out to my boy Witty Wicks for being able to put me onto this. He was able to find this in the YouTube, and I tried my hardest, and somehow he was able to find this soundtrack, and it's so funny. This shit makes me laugh every time. It's taking forever. Yeah, at this point, guys, being as closing towards 9:30 for me, I do got stuff I have to take care of today, and I want to be able to eat some breakfast and take care of a few things before I end up leaving out. Might have to be closing the stream here soon. I was hoping to take a trade before then, but it's not a big deal because tomorrow we do have NFP and we got a lot of volatility coming in, especially being the beginning of the month. You know, we're gonna have a very volatile day. So I guess at this point, the way I'm looking at it is better to save capital rather than risking it today. And you know, sometimes how it is, you know, we can't find always entry, and I'd rather be patient. I could be more patient if I had nothing else to do today. I could be waiting on here longer, but personally, I feel like at this point, for me, I might just want to be closing the stream, just because rather save my capital for tomorrow. Probably just gonna stay around for the longest. Max is probably about the close of this in the next 15 minutes. Holy. It didn't close above for me. Literally right here. Hey, look, this is just going off my analysis. This could push up and start doing this thing maybe, and it could reject, right? But for me, I'm just trying to go true to my analysis. It didn't break this zone. It didn't close above. Yes, it is a very strong bullish candle, but it's still, in my eyes, trading within the range. So, oof, that got really tense. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't say shit for a while. That shit was very intense. I didn't know. It was, yeah. That was intense to make a decision. Because you got literally like seconds to make that decision whether you're going to enter or not. And I'm glad so far I didn't. Okay, I've had enough of that. But yeah, folks, everybody, you guys have a great day. Honestly, just gonna call it a day. We got a very high volatility news coming in tomorrow. This candle could start playing out. We could get a bullish candle close above these zones here, and while I'm at work or whatever XYZ, this play could easily play out. We may also trade back in within this range. Who knows? Yeah, impulse of entries at this point, I'd rather paper trade and just give a paper trade idea rather than risk my actual capital on this impulsive entry. A lot of times I've entered impulsive entries. It usually can't say I have the best win ratio with impulsive entries. So I'd rather dial in on the basics, wait for candle closures, and go off of that. But regardless, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into my stream today. I appreciate it very much. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for NFP. Take it easy, guys.